one of the things that happened under your captaincy was a lot of young people came and flowered. So I know Virat's been captain for a while, you don't have to advise somebody, but if you had to give Virat a tip on how to handle these young players coming through, like the Kuldeep is slightly fragile at the moment because he's in and out, he doesn't know which forms of the game he's going to play, or a Chahal, or even a senior player like Ashwin who's been around. What would you tell Virat?
He needs to have the eye of picking players. That's very important. There's no hard and fast rule to it. You just see a player and feel, wow, he can deliver for me, and then you back him. Virat backs his player. It's a trend which has come over in Indian cricket. Maybe you can say it has started from my time. Dhoni did it. Virat does it. So it's just the eye for good players, and I think he's passionate. He wants his team to do well like every other captain. And I see good things in Indian cricket. Yes, they'll have to win a test series away from home. They'll have to play well in test cricket, which is the biggest identification of a team. They did well in South Africa in the one days, and I think they'll do well. If England doesn't pull up, they will do well in the T20 and the one day series here. But it's the test cricket which will remain with him.
Sometimes when you're a Virat Kohli and you've achieved so much already and you set your standards very high, can you almost get frustrated with people who don't have the same ability or don't set the standard that high?
You should not, and I don't see that he does. You should not. There have been serious players in Indian cricket.
Yeah.
And I saw Gavaskar at his later part. I've seen Dravid, I've seen Tendulkar, I've seen Sehwag, I've seen VVS Lakshman, I've seen Anil Kumble captain them for a long period of time. Harbhajan Singh, they're serious players. 600 wickets, 400 wickets, 15,000 runs. There's serious players in that squad. So, he's the player for this generation. And an important thing for him is to be patient. Virat Kohli will not be judged just by the runs he scores.
Yeah.
That will remain. He will keep scoring runs till the time he plays because he's a very, very good player. But for me, Virat Kohli will be judged how he takes Indian cricket with him. I think that's very, very important. Hope he has the right people around him to guide him and make sure that life becomes a little easy for him, because it's going to get harder. With overseas trips, the longer he spends as captain, his form up and down. So it's only going to get harder. Hopefully he has people around him to help him and guide him. And that will be his legacy, that where he leaves Indian cricket as a captain.
To be fair, so far he's shown the right concern, he's shown the right approach, the right attitude. And the passion for Indian cricket is coming through.
Absolutely, and he stands up for his players, which is very important. There were talks about the yo-yo test. I feel that's a very good landmark. It's not the only landmark for performance, but it's important you pass that.
Yeah.
Because it makes you a fitter side, it makes you a side which is mentally stronger. See, to be honest, we did well overseas in '86. Didn't do well after that. We did well from 2000 to 2008. My captaincy, Rahul's captaincy, Dhoni's trip to New Zealand, and then we dropped off. From 2009 till 2018, I don't think we should be proud enough to say that we've gone to England, we've gone to Australia, we've gone to South Africa and won test series. We haven't. And I think he's trying to do something different.
Yes.
Get the boys fit, get the boys tough. I see a change in Umesh Yadav. See, he's bowling.
He's a different captain in that he likes fast bowling.
Yes, and you have to have fast bowling to win away from home. So I think that's a good landmark he set up. Once again I say it's not the only landmark, but it's important that you pass that. And I think he's got the goals for his team. He works hard himself, and I think he's on the right track. Only time will say whether he finishes as a successful captain or not.